Hello. Give me 1 second while I fire up my other device here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Trying something a little bit different, a little bit new tonight. Hope everyone is doing well. I am just chilling, waiting for my tea to cool down. Let's see. Trying to get situated here. Little rusty. Been a while. Let's see here. Let's see if this works. Okay. Story. How's everyone doing? Hi, Nikki Jones. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? No. I'm just sharing it out real quick like. Oh, pin my goal. Okay. Hi, Casey. Well, thank you for my heart, man. Okay. Can't see. How are you doing, Casey? I feel like I haven't talked to you in so long. Oh my gosh. So long. More likes can attract viewers. Hi, Lynette. Welcome. Welcome. I just got started here, so I haven't really done much. Hope everyone is doing well. Figured we'd talk about writing, do some tarot cards if you want to do some tarot cards. Just chilling, hanging out. Hey, how are you? My stuff off on my shelves keep falling. How are you? I don't do health readings because there's a lot of liability there, and I don't feel comfortable having you have your faith in me like that. However, I do other readings. I have a oracle reading that can give you a generic look into what's going on. I also have Spirit Song Tarot. I have Vision Quest Tarot. I also have a really cool 12 card spread I can do for you as well. Just because I am not a doctor and I would much rather just play it safe. But I hope that you're doing well and that you can overcome whatever it is you're going through. But if you would like a different reading, I could give you one. Oracle? Okay. All right, so we have the Elemental Oracle here. Let's see. What's your first name? That's all I need is your first name. Apparently, Spirit is ready. Leanne. Okay. All right. Oh, apparently I'm turning things off over here. All right. Thank you, Casey. I tried. There's one thing my mama ever taught me. It is to dress twice as nice as I feel. All right. Spirit, do you have anything for Leanne today? She is a little bit worried about her health. I know we don't do health readings, but I would like to give her some encouragement. Movement speed. I don't know. It's kind of hard to see because this glare here. Okay. 42. Yep, and that's what I thought. Okay. So the thing with speed is this is telling you to slow down and smell the roses. Be mindful of the speed in which you do the things that you are trying to do. So even as simple as eating, working, walking, taking that moment and taking that extra step to just really take it in and just be fully grateful and really fully embrace those moments that you're going through. Hi, Kayla. Welcome. Okay, sounds good, Casey. So basically, it's not saying waste time, but just be discerning when you're sitting there and going through everything that you're going through. Take the time to really be grateful and really get lost in the moment, but not necessarily get so stuck in the moment. You know what I mean? So taking time to be mindful and aware of your surroundings, mindful and aware of people that is around you. Yes, exactly. It sounds like there's definitely some breathing that needs to be done, some, just really taking it in. I have this problem myself where, especially when things are stressful, I am just like, bop, 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 bop. I got to get through it, got to get through it, got to get through it. But then I forget that I have to, hi, Susan, welcome. But then I forget that, yeah, and I can only imagine. And I wonder if that's why Spirit in the universe is like, hey, slow down, embrace the moment. You don't know what's coming. And so one way or the other, you just have to take this time for you and really just be grateful for everything around you. The word of power is it means swiftness and velocity. It's a Latin word that I cannot pronounce, so I'm not going to even try. But basically, scientifically, the speed of an object is the magnitude of its velocity. It is an element we don't think about much unless we think of it in terms of our cars when obeying the speed limit or in fast transport. Speed then has the dimensions and distance divided by time, although it is a key element that fits into many physical laws. For example, velocity describes both how fast and in which direction an object is moving, and the steady speed of light is key to many calculations in astrophysics. If I could flip the page and read the rest of it, I could tell you. We first begin to understand the concept of speed as children when we begin to observe the concept of overtaking or one thing traveling faster than another. It is possibly also when we first get our competitive urges. So this to me is kind of like you feel like you're in a race against time, which is understandable. But don't race against time, and just kind of slow and steady wins the race instead. And I know I'm kind of harping on it just because I just feel that, like, I know, like, when we were going through our own things here in my household, I felt like I was racing against it all. And I never really let myself take that time to kind of, I don't want to say enjoy the moment, because we both know what's going to happen is part of the reason, I'm assuming, if you're anything like me, if you let yourself slow down, that's when the reality is going to hit, and that feels scary. but it almost feels like maybe that's what you need. And I don't want to say like a reality check, but maybe it's just kind of like a, yeah, exactly. And because I know for me, like I'm very much very Aries in the way that I operate, and I'm very much a let's just get through it, let's just get through it, let's just pump it out and move on. And I heal, but yeah. And so it's a real thing. It's a real thing. And I heal through my just pushing through, but I also think that I did myself a little bit of a disservice by doing that. Yep, see, I'm a Virgo rising. See, I knew that I understood. I knew I understood where your head was at, because um I yeah. And because with that, her that yeah, oh, my iPad just popped up. But yeah, because with that whole Virgo thing too, is like that need to control is very, very necessary. And now that this is something that you can't control, you're just grasping at anything you can control. And so I think that this message is very much a, hey, I know it's scary, I know it's hard, I know it's difficult and things suck, but this is not one of those things that you're just going to be able to control your way through it. And I had to learn that the hard way too, with our own situation that we just went through the last 3 years. So I really hope that it's not confirmed. I really hope that you are healthy and you don't have cancer, but if you do, I really hope that you remember that one step at a time, and you remember to breathe, and that you take every opportunity to be grateful and to be, as much as it sucks and it's awful and I don't wish it upon anybody, I definitely know that it does a lot mentally to make you really realize what you're going through. I know for when we had cancer going through our household, it was one of those things that really made me remember, why, like, my husband and I, like, why we're in love and why we are together. And it really made me appreciate, and I know that sucks and it's not a good situation to have, um, but it really helped me slow down and really remember that I'm so blessed in my life. I am so blessed, and I am so lucky that I have I've got a flash goal. Um, I'm so lucky that I have a home. I have dishes that I can mess up and dirty and, wash. And I have a beautiful family. I have beautiful children, and it really helped me because I was already reframing my brain anyway. And not to get all lectury. So if you want me to stop, please let me know. But like, I was already in the process of reframing my brain anyway, because I've been doing a lot of studying of manifestation and law of attraction and, a positive psychology, and starting with mindfulness and gratefulness. And even though it sucks and things are hard and difficult, really stepping into that power and remembering I am so blessed. And even though I'm going through this horrible shit right now, I am very blessed. And it was very important to me, that time, even though it was dark, even though it was scary and it was difficult. I'm very blessed that we went through it, because it really helped me recenter my reality, um, if that makes sense. So not to get all like lectury or anything like that. So I hope this helps, and I hope that everything works out for you, and that we're here. If you need anything, feel free to stop by. And hopefully that helps. And sometimes it just takes another person reminding us, like, hey, I know this sucks, and I don't have words of comfort. I don't have any way to make it better, but I'm here. And sometimes that's all we can say to each other. I mean, I know, I have friends in my life that are going through like the worst possible things, and I'm like, hey, I don't have answers for you, but I'm here and I love you. So, but we're here. So if you need anything, please let us know. Feel free to come in anytime. Trying to get in a more consistent streaming schedule. So, um, let's see. Do you have anything else? Thanks, Casey. Do you have anything else for Leanne as she goes on this journey? Maybe if I can get my cards to cooperate. If I have 3 people in chat, can you guys send me some heart me's? I think that's what those are. Yeah, heart me's. I just have a live goal. If you don't want to, it's not a big deal. It's not required. Just like to try and make TikTok happy. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I will say that. I know. Do you have anything else for Leanne Spirit as she gets on this journey? Okay. Solitariness, desert. Okay. This might be another one of those, hey, take time to process. Here we go. There is a difference between being alone or solitary and being lonely. Feeling confident to spend time alone is powerful. You do not need so much work in developing simplicity. There is more to life than accumulating objects. You can be resilient and adapt to difficult circumstances, is what this says. I know I have this pin. It won't let me unpin it. I don't know if you can unpin it for me, Casey. I don't know if you guys can even see it, but I can see it on my iPad and it's in my way. But here is the card. It's beautiful, but it's basically sorry, I lost my train of thought. Reminding you to be resilient going forward, and taking the steps to adapt and overcome anything that you are interacting with, whether it be bad news coming forward from your appointment, or just if it's not that, then they have to figure out what else it is. Hi, Julianne. So, are you, Julianne, are you the one from Neon's Discord? No, maybe not. If you are, just let me know. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just say I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, so basically adapting and overcoming. And yes, exactly. And that's the thing. I know that was one of the hardest times in my life when we were going through it. I was working 3 jobs and taking care of 3 kids and, my husband and my sick brother. And okay, sounds good. Well, welcome in. It's nice to see you. Hope you're doing good. If you have any questions, let me know. Hi, Healing Hearts. But yeah, so adapting and overcoming, and that was one of the hardest parts of going through it was, sure, we have insurance, thankfully, but it was still a lot. And oh man. So what does that mean for you guys then? If you do get the diagnosis, will you have to delay that, or will they still be open to doing that? Or I guess with the immune system going down and everything because of treatment, you don't have to tell me all the ins and outs if you don't want to, but I'm drinking tea. If anybody is interested, throat tamer tea. Well, if you would like to do donations, that would be great. They're never required, always appreciated. I can drop my stuff here if you would like. But yeah, I'm really just kind of chilling and hanging out. Oh, and then this one was actually upward in the deck as well, Leanne. And sure, if you want to, Casey, that's fine. Yeah, I was wondering if you would need surgery. So this was actually, I just noticed upright in the deck as well, Leanne. This is the soul passion. So I think this is telling me, I'm gonna look at the actual definition of it, but it's basically telling you don't lose what's inside based on what you're going through. There's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. You have a purpose in life, and using this, yeah, that's fine, Healing Hearts. And I'll let you know what we can do with that question. So don't forget who you are in this mess. I'll say mess since we don't know necessarily. I don't want to say it is one or the other. But don't forget who you are, and make sure that with every action that you take going forward, you know your true motivations behind those actions. So this says, know where your resistance lies. Consider your motivations carefully. So that tells me, like, going forward, don't do things out of obligation. Do them because you mean them. Do them because it's what you truly feel. I know a lot of times when we're faced with our mortality, we get into this mindset of, oh, well, I have to go do this and that, and I have to do this and that because I owe them this, I owe them that, and that's not really how we feel. Yeah, it just came to me, like I said, I just saw it sitting there in the deck, and I figured I would tell you about it. So hopefully that gives you at least a little bit of peace of mind going forward. So I don't do yes or no questions. But what we can do is I can look into that here in a minute. I'll look and see if I have a spread for that. I don't know for sure, but I don't do yes or no questions. That way we can move forward with our whole heart and know, like, now is the time. Like, this is those make or break type of moments, I think, Leanne. So hopefully that helps a little bit. And like I said, hang out, come stop by anytime. Let us know. Feel free to message me if you need to talk. I would love to be there for you. Yeah. Okay. So okay. Do I have all right, Healing Hearts. I'm looking right now to see if I have a spread. I don't really have one I can think of offhand. Yeah, no problem, Leanne. Like I said, we're here if you need anything. We have a great community. Let's see. Suggestions. 13. Let's see. Okay, I can't unpin this. Like, it's pinned over here on my screen. I guess I have 4 minutes left. Hi, Crystal. Welcome. Yeah, like I said, it's pinned on my iPad. And so, like, all I can see is, like, my eyes from here. But I have, like, 3 minutes left. So if anybody wants to send me 2 heart me's so I can get rid of this flash goal, that'd be great. If not, that's fine. And I keep, like, trying to unpin it, but it keeps saying you can only pin every 5 minutes. And I'm like, I'm not trying to pin anything. I'm trying to unpin. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, it won't. Oh. Anyway. Oh, now it has me paused. Maybe I should. Okay, there we go. But now it has me paused. How do I unpause? There. Do you think I should just restart my live? Because it's just acting really weird. All right. I'm going to restart this. Oh. Thank you. Hi, Rosie. Thank you. I just need one more heart me and then this flash goal will be done. Thank you, Julianne. How do I? Woohoo! Okay, anyway. Accept. We'll see what happens. Hey, girl, hi.
Oh, there we go. Come back. He runs so easily.
So, for other people in the TikTok shop with the red triangle, just so you know, you're not going to be able to see Casey, but you're going to be able to hear her probably. So if you guys have any issues, let me know. We love the TikTok.
I'm a voice from the beyond. The Gatorade is almost out of the microwave. Thankfully, our electronics will start working again soon. Very good point, dude.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I don't like that was so weird. Like literally all I could see was like this much of my face. And I was like, I see no comment.
What is happening there? Come on, bud. You know Jackie's voice. You have heard it before. Stop giving me that look like I invited a stranger into your bedroom and he's my cat, like basically thinks he has to live under the bed. So he's got blankets, toys. It's a whole thing down there. I mean, he basically has a bed under my bed.
Well, and that's probably good. That's good for chance.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So, Healing Hearts. I am looking to see if I have a spread that I want to do for you and Delone. In case you think I forgot about you.
Oh, she did. She forgot all about me. Just kidding. Don't listen to me.
JK.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still getting over being sick too, so like my voice is gonna cut out probably eventually, or if I laugh really hard, so just bear with me.
Okay, let me plug in the good phone. So if my power goes out, we're gonna be burning chime candles around here like Amish witches.
Oh jeez. Okay, here we go. The Spirit Song star spread. The star spread is used to explore a specific question. Be sure that your question is clear and precise. In this 6-card spread, the cards represent your present situation, the cause of your issue, the changes that need to resolve your issue, your own strengths, other challenges to be overcome, and the likely solution. How does that sound, Healing Hearts? You want to try it?
Burning candles a lot lately too. See, I've been burning candles so much I don't have any candles besides my magic candles. Those are for magic, not for, well, I mean, they'll be to keep me warm if I have to, because I don't know how it works. I have a thermostat, and like, if my electric goes out, does my thermostat not work even though my heat's gas?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Like, I feel like your heat has to be both.
Yeah, so we have a fireplace, so when our power goes out, we're good. But our heat is also gas. But if we don't have,
no, because if my I remember at my old apartment, my thermostat didn't have. Yeah, if you lose electric, you lose heat. Because my thermostat ran on a it has batteries. My old thermostat, the old house, had batteries in case the power went out.
Because it needs electric to light. Yeah.
Yep.
That's why.
Jeebus.
Yeah, because I live on this weird line. So I'm paying, it's so stupid. I live on this weird line. So I have a gas bill on top of my electric bill. And so, like, I'm getting charged twice for half of it. Okay. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. There's people that only have one.
Where?
Gas or electric.
Strange. Okay. Healing Hearts, I'm going to need your first name while I go grab the actual tarot table.
Yo, I better not lose heat. I'm in the middle of washing a bunch of my blankets right now because my dryer just got working again.
Oh, yeah. I wish you lived closer to me and you could just come and hang out with me.
I don't have a vehicle, ma'am. I'm stuck.
Okay, was that the question? Why were you acting like I wouldn't just come get you?
That. I appreciate that. That is very good to know, actually.
I don't know you're a passenger princess. Hashtag rude. I thought we were leveling up our friendship. Gosh.
I had somebody tell me to drive safe when I was leaving the grocery store the other day, and I just didn't say anything. I was like, thank you. Rosie said, we all know you can't drive. I cannot.
Thank you, Julianne. Oh, I already said that to you. See, my brain is everywhere. All right, let me make sure all my cards are up.
It's less of a gant and more of a refusal, too.
Fair. I mean, why should you do things just because fucking society says it? I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah. And I mean, Chris has been driving around with rocks in his center console. First it was a green aventurine that I like slept with every day for like a week with in my hand, and now he's got a black tourmaline in there too because he's got really bad road rage. And I think they're helping because he takes his lunch breaks in the car, and he sent me a video the other day, and it was like the psychology of a child who grew up too early, and I was like, man, them stones are hitting him hard.
Ow. I mean, you saw my road rage. What did I say? You bitch ass Buick bitch or something. What did I say?
Yeah, we gotta get you some black tourmaline. Stick it in your center console, you'll be straight.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. I'm glad you find us entertaining. Come by. This is a daily show.
We the daily variety hour.
I'm just glad I'm feeling better because, girl, that was.
I'm glad you're feeling better too. I've come to the conclusion that I do not like when my friends are like they don't feel good.
Yeah, you're like Jackie. I'm the one that's sick and not you. Hashtag rude.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like Chris had to go to the hospital again today for his kidney stone, and because it was stuck in his ureter. Ooh. I don't know what the fuck a ureter is.
That's
But he had the kidney stone was stuck in there, and it's now past the ureter, but not out.
Oh man.
I don't really know what comes past the ureter, but that's just we'll leave that part of the relationship to a mystery.
So Erica says, I threw some pennies I had in a cup holder in my car at another car window. So yeah, bad road rage.
Mother!
Thanks for the honey. I don't know why that was necessary, but whatever.
Hey, it worked.
Okay. So, Erica and Dylan. Maybe if I can get my hands to work. All right, Spirit. Erica, okay. Your question was. Does this Dylan guy at work like me or find me attractive? He is an EMS worker. So I'm gonna rephrase your question. No disrespect. Just because that's kind of like a very generic type question. So I'm gonna, with your permission, I'm gonna ask the question of what is the energy between Dylan and Erica based on the way these cards are in this spread. So the cards in the spread are your present situation, the cause of your issue, the changes that need to resolve your issue, your own strengths needed, other challenges to overcome, and the likely solution. So, with your permission, okay, you like that better? Got it. Okay. This happens. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, Spirit. Would have worded that way. That's good. Okay, cool. All right, Spirit. Erica and Dylan, what is? We're in the right spot. My bad. I'm sorry. All right, what is the energy between Erica and Dylan? 2 more cards, please. That is way more than 2. That is way more than 2. Okay, so let's try again. 2 more cards for Erica, please. Erica and Dylan.
That was a good call, right? Huh? Device charging. The power never flickered at my old house. Does that mean there's not strong lines around my house now?
That could be, but I would say my power flickers here all the time. Okay, so.
But it doesn't go out?
It depends. So sometimes it can go out with the wind just blowing, and sometimes it'll go out with a drop of rain, and sometimes it'll go out in a full ass blizzard, and sometimes it won't. I live in the country, so.
Okay, yep. No, that answers that. I got you.
All right, so Erica, you and Dylan, your present situation is, where's my book? Right in front of my face.
Okay. It is right in front of my face.
Okay, so the first card, your present situation, you got the 2 of shells. So in this deck, I don't know if you know anything about tarot. I'm assuming you do based on your name, but just in case. Shells is cups, and feathers is swords, wands is acorns, and crystals is coins. I don't know if that matters to you, but I'll explain it again in a minute. So for your present situation, I have the 2 of shells. So the 2 of shells. Union and harmony. All right, so this is a spirit song tarot. It's kind of like a shaman type deck. And so the 2 of shells, union and harmony. So This is what you're hoping for, I'm assuming, is your union and harmony with Dylan. I'm assuming with your question that you have a crush on this Dylan guy, and you're hoping he likes you too. So, this is the dove, and they symbolize union and harmony. So that tracks with the first part. Hold on, family group chat. Oh. All right. Two of shells. As the keeper of love and devotion, the dove enhances deep bonds within a partnership, and she brings blessings of harmony to a relationship. She is in tune with the healing powers of love and embraces the importance of healthy communication, strong in spirit and pure of heart. Dove assists in compassion and mutual respect. She wants you to remember to work toward loving yourself. When you honor yourself with respect, others will respond in kind. For greater emotional balance, the capacity to not only give love but to receive love will expand within. So, connection, harmony. So I'm assuming that you guys have this connection. Are you guys good friends? Have you guys just met? Have you guys gotten on dates, or are you kind of?
We need details. I'm invested.
I know. I'm like.
Yep.
Tell me about this EMT. I bet you.
Does he have green eyes? Does Dylan have blue eyes?
Is he tall, dark, and handsome? Looking good and
or like short bearded and wears a flannel. You know?
You never know.
We can all tell that Casey's dating a short bearded flannel man. Let her know that the chat's invested over here as well.
We all invested. Oh, she says eye contact. Look back here. Ooh, we like some good eye contact. We like some good style.
Listen, just know that even though he's good at eye contact does not mean he's not autistic. Because I'm great at eye contact. Go look at these eyes.
Okay. He probably thinks you're gorgeous. Based on your photo. Okay, so Page of Shells is the cause of your issues. So pages are young energy, young curious energy. So you're curious, obviously. That tracks so far. Okay. Okay, so this is cute. This is cute. Okay. So this Page of Shells, the keywords are intuition and inspiration. So the frog. Okay. So facts. He's always looking at me. So I'm like, what's the deal? Facts. Oh my god.
Why are you always looking at me?
I know he's a Scorpio and I'm a Cancer. Okay. It's not a bad match. Makes sense.
Is he like one of those weird November Scorpios? Because if so, you're safe.
Yeah. I know, it's kind of strange. So a walker between, while you answer that question, I'll read this thing, and it's cute, and that's why I want to read it to you. A walker between water and earth, frog is your messenger in transition, helping you to reveal the song of your soul. He inspires you with a more rooted connection to your emotional self as you grow into something new and even more wonderful. A frog is a natural romantic with a heart brimming with love. He encourages you to express your feelings, as this will awaken passions and invigorate your heart. Infinite possibilities of the imagination will set you in motion to unleash hidden talents. Jump at the chance of starting a new exciting project that strikes your fancy. Then the keywords are messenger, intuition, love, blossoming, inspiration, passion, psychic, eccentricity, imagination, and transition. Yep, November. She says, oh my god, yes, November.
Rosie's one of them November Scorpios too. She said you got lucky. I'm one of those weird November Scorpios. I said, you beautiful weirdo. That's why I love you.
Yeah. So yeah, this to me is definitely feeling like there's something there for sure. Obviously, the thing with tarot, not sure if you're familiar, it's as predictable as it is. to change based on decisions made. So right now, so far so good. Okay. So that leads us to the Knight of Shells, which is the flamingo. So I'm going to say he's charming. He's very charming. Okay, guys, this is the thing. Okay. I'm listening. Changes that needed to resolve your issue. Okay, so charming and passion. So a messenger of love and good news, Flamingo's heart leads the way in helping you act upon your dreams. Graceful and charming, he's your enthusiastic guide in helping you follow your bliss, unearth your inner gifts, and seize an opportunity. Be receptive to your emotional energies as they will bring your vision to life as you work towards achieving your ambitions. Be open to exploring your passions. Life is a stream of opportunity. Seek new sources of inspiration and remain focused along the way. So this right here. So this girl said he had a girlfriend. Okay. So that so far I'm not seeing that yet. That might show up later. I'm assuming that might be in one of these cards. I think one of the options is what needs to be overcome for it to happen, I think is one of the things. Other challenges to be overcome. It's the 5th card. So that'll be here in a minute. But this right now is saying changes that needed to resolve your issue. So staying focused and maintaining your identity and yourself and being focused on you and your growth is going to be key here. So sure, you have a good spread so far with this Dylan guy, but do not let him be a distraction. He's charming, and that's why this flamingo card is coming. So I think, if I'm not correct, I could be wrong, but I think flamingos, they are beautiful, but they can also be very dangerous. So this isn't reversed or anything, so I'm not seeing anything bad, but the big focus here is being focused on you and your goals and your dreams. Let him inspire you and let you guys fuel this connection. See what it's about, be friends, see where it goes, and kind of see what happens. So that is the changes that are needed to resolve your issue. So maintaining your identity and your priorities. Don't lose yourself to get into this guy. Because I know so often us, we as people, especially women, we tend to throw ourselves into everything that we're doing. So this girl at work says he has a girlfriend. Is she the girlfriend? We'll have to see. Is she interested in him? Is she just saying that? Who knows? The 4th card is your own strengths needed. You got the 7 of Shells, which is the lobster, which is choices and ambitions. So wandering through this emotional landscape, Lobster is in search of ambitions and ideas that seem to have drifted away. Awakening to the endless possibilities life has to offer, he's come to a crossroad of choices. He's persistent and eager to embrace his imagination as he explores his options. He takes time to ponder the choices that are most important to him. Lobster is your creative guide into making the best decisions that will help you move ahead into new desirable situations. Choices are plenty in the world, but by focusing inward, you're giving yourself the energy needed to focus without attempting to do everything at once. So, just like this said, focusing on your path and what you're doing for you. There is plenty of fish in the sea. And if he, for whatever reason, you guys start getting real close and he starts getting threatened by your ambition and your goals, then that is a problem. I love being able to be a commentary without interrupting. So basically this is warning you, hey, focus on what you're doing, continue your growth, stay on your path, continue to grow. And then if he starts to be a little bit weird about that, depending on where this path goes and where your journey converges, then you're going to have your answer. There's plenty of other options. But this also tells me that there's options at work. So do you guys work together then technically, or is he in like a different section? Because this to me is warning of a workplace romance almost. So like being very careful not to basically shit where you eat. So being careful and making sure that you maintain that distance and that professionalism at work technically, to make sure that things are progressing in a way that's not going to ruin things for you, because it sucks, but different departments, yes. I know from experience that as a woman, obviously I don't know what you identify as, but as a woman, when we have situations where it involves romance at work, even if it's different departments, a lot of times the woman gets blamed, right? So being very careful and mindful of that. So basically just be careful is basically what this card is telling me. That's just all I'm going to say. And then
I'm a rare success story because Chris was my manager.
right.
He was my manager for almost a whole year first, though,
Right. So then the next card, other challenges to be overcome, is the King of Acorns.
I'm sorry, not the King of Acorns.
Yes, the King of Acorns.
That's great.
Who is a horse? And what I say, acorns is wands. King of wands.
A horse, of course.
A horse, of course. So optimism and innovation, energetic and charismatic. Horse is a visionary with a dynamic demeanor. This fireball of a spirit will demonstrate how to discover your own freedom and embrace your greatest potential. Don't hold back. Pursue the path of horse by fashioning your natural leadership qualities and celebrate your ever-shifting awareness of your spiritual expansion. Like horse, you encompass a strongly burning fire within, and you have a greater ability to adapt than you may realize. Behold your unique voice and let loose your wild spirit. Strength, innovation, enthusiasm, optimism, spirited, energetic, fiery, strong principles, leadership, and perseverance. I'm screaming. So basically, you are, sorry, I just had to hear that. So adapt and overcome, whatever happens. So, as you navigate this path and trying to figure out where this is leading, whether it be platonically or romantically, you have the power to adapt and overcome. Especially if you're going to focus on you and your growth, this is not going to be a problem. So the things that need to be overcome is your own holding you back. So basically, don't let this deter you from your path forward. So especially if you're going to focus on your growth and your own inner battle to achieve and overcome whatever it is that you're trying to reach at work or in life or your spiritual journey, whatever it is that you need, make sure that is the focus. And you're going to have everything that you want. You just have to be patient with yourself, be free, be you, and don't let anybody else make you feel like you have to change what you're doing or who you are or anything like that. That way you can reach whatever it is that you need to reach. That way you can find whatever future it is. With him or without him, there's plenty of fish in the sea. So it sounds like you're probably going to have all your answers soon, based on this alone. It sounds like you might be stepping into some sort of power here in the near future. The King of Wands is very much a magical journey, a very spiritual awakening. You're starting to step into gathering yourself into whatever future it is you're trying to accomplish. So
Rosie's a triple Scorpio.
yeah,
that's really cool. That's cool. I've never met a tripler. Tripla. Sorry.
You're good. You're good. And then, so the likely outcome of this entire situation.
How did you times that?
What?
Figure that out. Her daughter's a big 3 too.
That's crazy.
She's the triple dipper.
So the likely outcome, Erica, 10 of shells, which I think I said shells is cups. 10 of cups, energy, abundance. Exactly. Don't do that. 10 of cups, wishes fulfilled, dreams fulfilled, abundance, luxury, blessings and well-being. The 10 of shells is pelican, a consort of good cheer. Pelican relaxes by the healing waters of abundance and warms herself beneath the invigorating light of the sun. Savoring each special moment, she takes time to enjoy what life has to offer. Loyal and social, Pelican recognizes the importance of family and friends. She encourages you to embrace your inner happiness and to share in celebration with loved ones. Enjoy the company of those you care about and look forward to many good times ahead filled with pleasure and joy. Emotional stability, joy, harmony, blessings, well-being, peace, gatherings, communication, gratitude, and dreams coming true. So, oh really? That's awesome. Erica's daughter is November 21st. But Rosie over here is warning you to please be careful with the Scorpio. So I think that based on this spread, which whatever happens with Dylan, he is a learning experience for you. So this is, you are going to be ascending and growing and stepping into something amazing and beautiful with or without him, essentially. And this is going to sound awful when I say it, but there's really no other way to say it. You're going to learn who you are through him. And whether it be your friendship with him, whether it be a relationship with him, but you're going to be stepping into a beautiful future for yourself. Sure, this says dreams fulfilled, so it could potentially mean that yes, you and Dylan are going to be together, but this could also mean that, because with Scorpios, and stereotypically, they can be difficult. They can be a difficult experience for people if you're not prepared to deal with them. But learning who you are in the midst of all of this journey, whatever it is going to be beautiful. And you are stepping into some like really good, powerful abundance and emotional stability. And I almost feel like you don't need Dylan for that. You just are learning through him, if that makes sense. You're just seeing you in a different light. I don't know if that makes sense to you. But based on, I don't know how close you guys are. I don't know if you guys are really, really good friends, or if, some of this hit for you, if it made sense to you. But that's what I'm seeing for you and Dylan and your future. I'm excited for you. Whatever this takes.
That. Very nice.
Hi, Caitlin.
Yeah, he was an October Scorpio. Halloween. It's okay. I started dating his twin brother after. Still a Scorpio, obviously.
Hi, happy Thanksgiving to you. How are you? Welcome, Caitlin.
October 24th. 10/24. My best friend's birthday is 10/27. He was great. Rosie, when is your birthday?
Do I like SpongeBob? It depends. Why? Why are you asking? Yeah, no problem, Erica. Hopefully that helped. gave you some peace of mind at least. The focus is you. You.
November 13th. I love that. My dad is October 13th. I'm sorry, don't listen to me. Jesus.
Uh-oh.
My dad's birthday is August 13th.
Unable to verify. What?
Does it want you to do a puzzle piece?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Apparently that works.
I think Rosie volunteers as tribute.
Rosie volunteers as tribute. Rosie says, I love that reading for you, Erica.
That makes complete sense, Rosie. Total sense.
So my books will be here on Saturday, and then I can start making book boxes again.
Yay!
I'm so excited.
I definitely am going to want one.
I will add you to my list. Where's my list? Uh-oh. Here? Let's see.
Rosie said, wait, book box?
Yes. Hi, I'm an author. I wrote a book called Writer's Melody, and it is about a bass player who falls in love with an author, and it is a rock star romance. And it debuted in May, and it's been charting off and on the TikTok shop that is also the same name as a rainforest, and it's really cool. I'm really excited about it. I'm selling them for $25, and in the book box you get all sorts of crap. You get I can show you. You get some bookmarks. You get some stickers. You get handmade jewelry.
Ooh, I like stickers.
Let's see. So I have some friends that make jewelry, and my TikTok agent, actually, you should look for her here in the TikTok shop. Gray Rose Crafts. She's pretty amazing. She made these really cool personalized bookmarks. And then they also come with earrings.
You're welcome, Rosie. I had a feeling something told me to send you an invite.
And each book box gets one of those. And then I actually have another friend who just opened her own jewelry making business, and she just made me some necklaces and bracelets. I haven't decided how I want to do this yet. But she's called Seven Bell Jewelry. I think she just joined TikTok, but these are all like hand made, and she tracked down the stones for them.
I love small businesses.
Yeah, and that's why I like to do the book boxes, because I want to try to support as many small businesses as I can. But yeah, so I might either put these in my book boxes automatically, or I might do a contest for these ones, just because they're new, and I want to try and make them last longer. Or I haven't decided if I want to split it up by, like, you get, one bracelet or one necklace or whatever. But each book box will have a bookmark and earring set for sure. But I don't have any more.
I've been wanting to make tarot card bookmarks, but there's such like a weird copyright issue. You have to be like really careful.
Yeah, but this is Writer's Melody. This is my proof copy because I don't have any that are not given away yet. So basically, you're the rhythm in my soul. With you, I'm finally whole. Jade. Surviving on coffee and a prayer, I've never felt more alone. Mired by self-doubt, crippled by writer's block, all the pieces of my life look like they've fallen into place, but I'm actually falling apart. Until I met Colton, and somehow he saw everything. And then Colton's little blurb is, without music, I have nothing. Surviving on coffee and melodies, convinced the only lover needed is my bass. Everything else buried beneath the rhythm of my strings, until I met Jade, and she knew the rhythm of my heart without ever having heard it beat. Fate seems to be in motion as Jade and Colton collide. Colton finds himself infused with new sound. Jade welcomes the arrival of words back into her pen, and then when the words have failed, the song will carry. Writer's Melody isn't just a romance, it's a slow burn storm, a creative collision, a love story made of lyrics, scars, and second chances. Can hashtag Jadolton write their own ending? So,
Ooh.
and then inside there's also like some character art as well. There's like little formatting, and it's all pretty.
It's super nice.
That's my book. I wrote this shit. I love it.
That's absolutely amazing.
It does, actually. It's actually really funny because for those of you that have been around our communities for a while, you might notice some things that are said. So, ta-da! $25. And you get the book, you get the jewelry, you get stickers, you get positive potatoes, you get
Positive potatoes.
my favorite. You get, sometimes I have you get like a bunch of pens, you get a notebook, you get like I put a bunch of stuff, and I like shove it full of shit.
We love potatoes.
We do.
Yes. For speaking as somebody who eats a whole bag of salt and vinegar chips a day.
Ooh, I want some chips and dip. Oh yeah, positive potato.
Oh, he's cute.
This one says, storms pass. What if this pain is preparing you for light? Yeah, it's literally a goodie box with trinkets. It's like stickers, tattoos, pens, notebooks, bookmarks. I even have these cool little like mini like book trackers, because I know a lot of people that do like this. They like track
like a book log thing.
Yeah, so I have
that's
those
cool.
in there. I have, sometimes my son will color some pictures and I'll put in there. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good idea.
The links in my bio or not. TikTok shop. I do have Writer's Melody in my TikTok shop. I just don't know if you can actually see it yet, since I don't have any on hand at the moment. So let me actually, I think I have, get more views with live shopping ranking. Oh, hey, look.
I got it pinned.
Thank you. All right.
TikTok shop apparently has 20 copies in stock.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, because I was messing with it, trying to get it to work that one day.
Whoops.
Which is fine. I thought I had a list in here. It might be in a different notebook. But I do have a running list. But, yeah.
Jackie, how do you do your orders? Do we just like Cash App you, TikTok app you, Shopee, Cash Shop you?
I'm at Books by Jay on everything. So.
Oh, perfect. So I think we basically just send it to you and then give you our address.
Yep. I know I have it set up. In the actual TikTok shop, I have an option to put the boxes in there, and I did do it. I just don't know if it shows up on your guys' end. because I don't know how to do that. Because I think it has like different options when you go to buy it. But like I said, I don't have any on hand, so if you try to buy it from me, it's not gonna happen. Sorry.
That's fair.
And I don't want TikTok to get mad at me because I can't mail it out right away. And I don't ever make you guys pay for shipping. I usually just cover it because it's just easier than trying to do it. Hi, Smurfette. Welcome. But
I love this. It is so windy outside. It sounds crazy.
Let's see. All right, Mystic Kaylee. Kaylee, are you here? Mystic Kaylee? I don't think so. Okay.
I'm in New York, Western New York, though, like, right by Lake Erie. So we get slammed with a whole bunch of lake effect snow, and if we don't get slammed with lake effect snow, we get all the crap from, like, Michigan and Illinois, and, like, that area comes down and smacks us.
And I live in Michigan. Funny enough.
Close to PA, yep. I'm like 45 minutes from Niagara Falls and 45 minutes from Pennsylvania. Like close to Erie. Oh, okay. Yep.
Hi, welcome to everybody who's joining.
I love that we're all like, and a decent amount of us are all like, we're not far from each other. We're far, but we're not far.
I love that so much. We're as big as the US is. But we love the TikTok shop, so.
Yes.
Definitely don't ever want to leave TikTok.
Ooh, yes, there's lots of awesome stuff to do.
All right. I am gonna use the restroom because I need a human moment. You got this for a minute, Casey?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Red Triangle TikTok shop. Feel free to listen in to the conversation that's happening over here. I will be right back. I appreciate that. I need all the boosts I can get. Oh, there's 10 people in here. What? Oh,
I was gonna say, on top of it, that worked quick.
Yeah, right. All right, I will be. Hi.
I like that.
Welcome everybody. I'll be right back. So if anybody wants cards pulled, let me know. Be right back. Donos are not required. Always appreciated.
Ooh, I would wait to order it, Rosie, because I think if you order it through Jackie, then she just sends like everything to you when her books come in. Yep. Yeah, if you want the goodie box, I'd say wait and just have her put you on the list. I think she's got a list. Knowing Jackie, she probably got a list. One day I will be as organized as Jackie. Hi, Shanique. How was your turkey? Thanksgiving, mashed potato-ness. They tried to go no mashed potatoes, and Shanique was like, yeah, no, we're not having that. So she made the mashed potatoes, which is respectable. Ooh, I will ask her when she gets here, because I'm sure she will be. She's, I love listening to her read people.
Okay.
Jackie, if you have some time, would you like to give Rosie a reading?
Absolutely, if she wants one.
Yes.
Shanique, love you. Thank you. Happy Indigenous Day. Thank you. What kind would you like? I have a 12 card spread that goes deep, deep, deep. I have another like couple like 6 card spreads that we can do. I have a healing spread that we can do. I have Oracle. I have Tarot of the Divine. What would you like?
She's got all kinds of cool cards.
It was supposed to have people too. It is a lot of choices. I'm so indecisive.
That's me. Story of my life.
I know, right? I should have grabbed some chips and dip while I was out there. Chips and dip. It's like my snack right now. Hi, Austin. Welcome. Hi, Diane. Welcome. I have a lot going on. I think you probably need a 12 card spread then, if you have a lot going on. The 12 card spread is how do you define yourself? What issues from the past affect your current relationships? What are challenges to overcome? What requires more balance? How can you let go of fears? How can you open up to others? What next steps are on your journey? What must you do to be fair to self and others? How are you releasing your creative self? What is your heart's desire? And how do you confront conflict? And how do you let more joy in?
Rosie said, oh boy.
That's deep. Deep as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It's very nice though.
It's a good one.
And like I said, I'm at Books by Jay on all of your favorite spending areas. Donations are never required. Always appreciated. Gifts are never required. Always appreciated. TikTok shop. That'd be great. Sure, but I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. But yes, please. Well, if you're not ready, I don't want to pressure you. I'm supposed to be doing shaman work and trying to open that up. I'm supposed to be doing shaman work too, but the school by me is not currently doing shaman training at the moment.
Something told me when I entered this live, I was like, I need to send this link to Rosie and this needs to, and oh my God, I'm so serious. It makes so much sense now is, Jackie's got some shaman stuff all going on, and you got some shaman stuff going on, and you guys should shaman it up together.
Yeah, let's do it.
Usually I'd say word that a lot better, but my brain's like
words.
Scrambled potatoes today.
We are word witches, and the words come as they will.
Yeah. Like, you don't scramble potatoes, but I just literally said the word scrambled potatoes.
Exactly, Rosie. All right. Okay. So, Casey.
Yes.
So, I don't mean to freak you out or anything, but is there anything in your closet?
Why?
I feel like I just lost somebody.
Bro, no, you're not freaking me out.
I didn't know if it was one of your guides or not. I feel like that's the first time I've seen one of your guides. If it was.
Was he big and tall and kind of scary looking?
Yeah. Kind of.
Doorman.
Like a Slenderman.
Yeah, doorman. He keeps. Yeah. He scared me twice already today. First time I seen him, scariest shit ever. If my guides are letting you see them, that's huge.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe ask them if it was one of them, but I was just like, there's.
Nope. I already know.
Okay.
So I had a really weird live the other day, and ever since I had that really weird live, a person in my comment section made a comment about my house's boundaries not being secure.
Oh.
Well, guess what? I have a whole entire spirit guide that literally guards my doors, so
yeah.
Good luck.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I was
Yep. Oh no, you're good, because the person the really weird situation, I went back and watched my live again,
Yeah.
and I literally thought I seen Chance run by me, and I didn't. It wasn't
Oh.
Chance. He was under my bed.
Gotcha.
So ever since that happened, my guards have been up.
Gotcha. Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I was like, there's somebody doing this. Thank you, Doorman. I appreciate and thank you. It's an honor, but you startled me.
Yeah. First time I seen him literally scared the absolute living shit out of me, and I didn't understand it, but I didn't start seeing him until 3 weeks ago. 3 months ago when I bought my first house and I moved in.
Yeah. Hi, Rose.
Yep.
Welcome. We're just, seeing spirits. It's fine.
Yep.
Thank you, Doorman. It was an honor to see you. I appreciate it. I was not prepared. I will be prepared in the future because now we're that close, apparently.
I don't know if you'll get prepared. It freaks me out. When I didn't talk to him, he came in one day and literally opened up my fridge as in to say, like, I'm just here hanging out whenever you want to come talk to me. And, yep, that's the one. And finally I was like, okay, dude. And then I realized that he's literally been guarding my doors since I was a little kid.
Oh.
Yep.
All right. So, now that that's out of the way.
Poor Jackie. Have you guys ever seen that thing like Hat Man? That's what he looks like. He's like Hat Man. He wears like a big suit and he's a big dude. He's a big dude.
Aw.
That is true. That's a good point, Rosie.
Rosie's your name, right? Rosie's your real first name?
Rosie said that she has seen him too.
Oh. She also said that that makes her happy because it means that he's more comfortable with you.
Good.
Rose. Okay. I just wanted to make sure before I ask Spirit what you need to know. Okay. All right. So I don't know if you've actually witnessed one of these, Rose. Rosie. It feels weird calling you Rose. Rosie. 12-card Olympian spread. Do you know anything about Greek mythology? Let's start there. Hi, Mr. Sir. Welcome. Some, yes. And you have you witnessed one of these spreads before? I feel like you have, but maybe not. Okay, so a 12-card Olympian spread is from the Mythos Tarot, and it's basically a Greek mythology-based tarot. And each of the 12 Olympians has an assigned role in this spread. And so it is said that if an Olympian pops up in this spread, even if it's not in its designated spot, then it is still very important that you pay attention to whatever message that Olympian is tied to. So Zeus, for instance, is the first card that pops up. For card 1, he's designated card 1. How do you define yourself? So if I was to pull Zeus card 1, that is like a very important message, whatever. So see?
Oh, that's why Chance has been hiding under the bed for the last 3 days. Extra freaked out.
Oh, because of Doorman? Gotcha.
Yeah, he won't come near my closet, and if he does, he comes in there and like kind of like we'll give it a look, like. And it makes sense. It makes so much sense. Good to know.
Well, now you know.
Also interesting that he feels the need to be guarding my closet door.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Because were you in my live a week ago when my duffel bags got knocked off my closet shelf?
I don't know if I was.
It was literally like somebody, sorry to interrupt your thing, but it was literally like somebody had taken their arm and just went and knocked off 2 rows of like duffel bags. And like hangers were like moving and everything. And I was like,
Interesting. It sounds familiar, but not at the same time. So I don't know if maybe I like was sleeping and I dreamt it or something.
I probably might have told you after because I was freaked out really bad because the night before that I was laying in my bed and all of a sudden my brother had came in to check on me because I was napping, but it was like after 6 o'clock. So he was like came in, and then as he was walking out, all of a sudden my closet door went. Yeah, dude. Both times freaked me out really, really bad. Like, yep. Yeah. Interesting. Well, it's okay.
All right. So. All right.
Yep.
All right. All right, Spirit. 12 card Olympian spread for Rose. She has a lot going on, and she needs some direction. Okay. It's meant to come out at well. Hi, Suki. Welcome. Hi, user with a lot of numbers. Welcome. All right. 12 card Olympian spread for Rose, please. All right. Just so you know, a lot of times when I do these spreads, they come out in clumps. So if we need to start over, let me know. A lot of times, though, when they come out in clumps, it's usually legit. Hi, Randa. Randa.
You nailed it. It's like Miranda, but without the myrrh.
Hi, Snuffy. Okay. 12 card Olympian spread. 12 card Olympian spread for Rose, please. She's got a lot going on. Spread for Rose. Feel voluntary. Come on. 12 card Olympian spread for Rose. Oh, you really do got a lot going on because this deck feels hot. I feel like that was not supposed to be. Tower. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. One more card for Rose, please. One more card for Rose. One more card for Rose, please. That's way more than one. One more card for Rose, please. finish out her spread. One more, please. That's way more than one.
Was he standing inside my closet or outside?
Inside. Well, it looked like he was inside, but it might have been in the doorway. Okay. Clarify the 9s, please, with one card. Ah, okay. Interesting. So this has never happened before. So you ended up with 14 cards because you got, I'll explain when we get there. It's going to be too much. But it feels like choices. You have a choice to make at the end of this. Okay. So let me grab a pencil so I can keep track of where we are. All right. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Because I ended up with 13 and then I needed clarification, which is how you ended up with 14. Hi, Ryan. Welcome. Okay. So 12 card Olympian spread. So the first card is how do you define yourself? Okay. And you got the 6 of Swords.
My favorite card. Rosie got the 6 of Swords this morning.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And if any of this doesn't track for you, please let me know. So the way I like to do this is I like to kind of explain the you'll see. It's all right. 6 of Swords. So Greek mythology, Eos, the goddess of the dawn, often dubbed the rosy-fingered dawn. Funny enough, considering your name is Rosie. Eos was the goddess of the rising sun of the dawn. She was one of the Titan gods and has a chariot she rode from the sea in the morning. Risen, which means upright. Hi T, welcome. So so this tracks so far then. So risen. So transition. Leaving things behind, moving on, healing, stability, travel, which explains to me why you identify yourself as the 6 of Swords. Because right now you're just going through a lot. You're transitioning, you're learning, you're healing, you're growing, you're shifting, you're changing. A new dawn is rising, and Eos is helping you shift into a new stage of your life. This may be met with excitement or sadness, but either way, this move could feel essential for your growth. Gaze into the sunrise and embrace what is to come, whether that is calmer waters or fierce rapids. With Eos's rosy-fingered touch lighting up the world, this card can also represent travel or escaping from normal life. If old hurts have lingered, this card may be a sign that you are ready to leave them behind with the dawn light. So I want to elaborate on this one a little bit more just because of the fact that literally it's in the description of the card, the word Rosie. And we call you Rosie because I feel like you are such a powerful member of this community that your rosy fingered touch, I feel like, has left fingerprints on all of us. And I want to say that going into this reading, that this is, from what I see here, there is not a lot of bad going on, just a lot of shifting and changing, because you've got Ace of Wands, Four of Coins, Ten of Swords, Knight of Coins, Ten of Wands, Five of Coins, Tower upright. You've got Queen of Wands immediately following Tower. You've got the Moon immediately following Queen of Wands. You've got Ten of Coins, and then how you finished it out, the reason why I needed clarification is because you have a choice. You can either continue down the path of swords, or you can continue down the path of wands. If you did
you say Four of Wands?
Nine of Wands and Nine of Swords. So this to me, exactly, Rosie, exactly. Like literally.
Yep, exactly.
The way this came out, because the clarification I got, Wheel of Fortune, bitch. Wheel of Fortune. Based on this decision, your entire foundation in life is changing and shifting into a new dynamic. So, like, no matter which direction you go, you can either cut ties and step into powerful Ten of Swords, Queen of Swords, magic, and be like, I'm cutting ties and not letting people like bring me down anymore, and defying gravity because I've been stuck on Wicked this like for the last week. Or you can shift that sword energy into magical bitch energy. Like, that's literally
I love that.
Those are your two options. I mean, granted, we're going to get into it as we go through, but you'll see what I'm saying. And then you've got the Wheel of Fortune that clarified it. So
I love that.
Yeah, I just thought that was crazy because this has never happened to me, and I've done at least 10 of these spreads so far. So that was just the vibe that I got, was like, you have a choice. You can either, I mean, regardless, you're either going to be a warrior princess or you're going to be a magical warrior princess.
I feel that. I definitely feel that.
But we'll get into it. I just was really excited. I needed to tell you. Okay. So that was the Six of Swords energy. So then the next card is what issues from the past affect current relationships, and you got the Ace of Wands. And you'll notice that Hephaestus, he's an Olympian. So this is an important message right here for you. So you do have a couple Olympians in here. But we'll get into that. So Ace of Wands. And I just thought it was interesting that you go wands, swords, wands, coins, swords, wands, coins. It's just, this spread is fascinating to me. But all right, so Ace of Wands, Hephaestus, and he looks amazing. What issues from the past affect current relationships? Hephaestus is the god of fire, volcanoes, blacksmiths, craftsmen, and artisans. So one of the 12 Olympians and the fatherless son of Hera, Hephaestus was a divine blacksmith who was unhappily married to Aphrodite. He was originally exiled by his mother, but through cunning, he returned to Olympus, one of the only gods to have done so. Creation, willpower, inspiration, desire, enthusiasm, energy, and potential. So Hephaestus, the god of fire and the forge, combines his power with the core representation of fire energy in the Ace of Wands. As the god of craftsmen and artisans, he has strong ties to creativity and is here to help you release yours. Creativity comes in more forms than just art. It can represent a place in which you find your own vision and voice. This is the time for taking a chance and pursuing an idea you have in mind, or for following your instincts. Keep in mind, though, that while Hephaestus is encouraging you to pursue your potential, the results are not guaranteed. You need more than a spark to keep flames going. So that right there is explaining to me that the issues that are from the past that are affecting your current environment right now, is your current relationships, is you need more. You just need more from the people that are surrounding you. It's not because you don't love them or you don't care for them, but you just need more energy. You just need more than whatever it is you're getting from them. So you have all this passion and creativity and all this energy and built up inside of you, and you have nowhere to go, you have nowhere to divert it. And because of that, you're just kind of stuck in this weird spot. But if you start releasing that in a healthy way, you'll start building into a better dynamic with the people that surround you. And I think that a lot of times, us as creative individuals that have a passionate fire within us, we expect the people that around us to have that same sensibility, but like that isn't true. I am, of the two, of like my husband and I am the more carefree, like I'm just gonna figure it out, and my husband is like, okay, we need a plan. We can't just and then sometimes I'll get too creative with my plans, or I'll get too like stuck in the planning phase, and he has to be like, okay, we don't need to go that far into the plan. And so it's like he's very much a dive in, plan all the logistics. He's very much like a logic based brain, and I'm just like, oh, it's fine, I'm a magical bitch, I got this. And it just happens. Hi Chelsea, welcome. Obviously, duh. We sure did. So that is what is affecting, that type of stuff is what is affecting your current relationships. And he is an Olympian, so that is a very important lesson that you'll have to really, really work on to make those dynamics work. And sometimes us as creatives don't like to hear this, but sometimes what needs work is us. And we're like, why can't everybody see the world with rose colored glasses? Why can't everybody see the world in Technicolor like I can? And it's because the world is not actually in Technicolor, and we have to like come down from our like rainbows and unicorns clouds to remember that fucking reality and gravity exist. And we have to like remember we can't defy gravity like all the time. So that's that. So card 3 is what are challenges to overcome. And you got the 4 of coins, which is the 4 of pentacles. I always feel weird when I say 4 of coins, but
I've been using my Lord of the Rings card, so I've been saying rings, and it's really weird too.
So Epiphoron, 4 of coins, the god of and personification of prudence and shrewdness. These are the challenges that you need to overcome. A mysterious figure in mythology about whom much knowledge has been lost, Epiphoron was the god and personified spirit of careful consideration, prudence, and shrewdness. His parents were the god of darkness, Erebus, and the goddess of night, Nyx. Conservation, frugality, and security. If you have been feeling a strong desire to hold on to people or possessions that make you feel secure, it may be because the god of shrewdness is strong in your life at the moment. This is a good time to examine your relationship with money and materialistic possessions. On one hand, you may be building a nest egg ready for long-term security in a very positive manner, yet this card may also be a warning about a scarcity mindset, of you being guided by fear of loss. Remember to respect and honor wealth to ensure a secure future, but not lose sight of what is most important to you and your higher values. So this right here, I have this problem myself all the time. Where'd he go? Oh, okay. So I have this problem myself. I have worked very, very hard building my empire, and I've had to remind myself that the most important thing to me is my family. And if anything happens to them, then I am truly lost. And it's not about the empire we have built. Hi, Nate, welcome. And so that fear of like, hey, I don't want to, spend, hi, Danny. I don't want to spend like too much. I don't want to splurge too much. Like, I have a hard time spending money on myself. Like, I can spend money on like my husband, I can spend money on my kids, but like I have a hard time like just buying myself a new bra because I'm like, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. And meanwhile, like my like undergarments are like shredded and my husband's like, what are you doing? And so like, you know, it's because I'm like, oh, anything that I spend on myself, like I worry could be allocated elsewhere. And so that is a challenge that I need to overcome as well. So I can definitely relate to this card so fiercely. So I can definitely see like why this is a challenge that you need to overcome. But I can also see where it would need to be removed so that you can ascend into whatever it is you need to ascend into. For the next card, what requires more balance? You got the Ten of Swords. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Maybe if I can get to Swords. Swords doesn't exist, apparently.
You would think, knowing that I have like a spirit, like a big scary spirit guide, like guarding my room, I'd feel safer in my room. But now I am like, I got my closet light on in case anybody noticed, and I'm
I don't
know.
I apologize.
No, you didn't. You made me feel better, as weird as that sounds,
Okay.
because I think that. So this is the thing. I'm stubborn. We know this. I also do not like to acknowledge things sometimes for certain reasons because I'm a really powerful manifester. So I don't like to acknowledge certain things. But thirdly, sometimes I think my spirit guides show that because they show themselves my friend Bronwyn when she needs to get something through my head that I'm not getting through my head that I need to get through my head.
Okay.
So now I'm kind of like interesting. Like, good choice. Yeah, that's a very good point. Thank you, Doorman, for protecting me and startling my friends.
I mean, it's fine. We're good. I'm honored. um,
I was gonna say, yeah, that is an honor for sure.
yeah, I'm like, okay, I didn't realize we were that bestie. All right. I mean, I'm glad. Okay. Um, Ten of Swords, Melpomene, goddess and muse of tragedy. One of the 9 muses, Melpomene, is the goddess of tragedy and lyre playing. Failure, collapse, and defeat. As a goddess of tragedy, seeing Melpomene in your reading is not usually a good omen. It may signal a painful ending and an unexpected one at that. Sad goodbyes are indicated with this card, along with severing of ties. What did I just say 20 minutes ago? As she inspired many authors and artists to write of tragedy in their works, the same melancholy may fall upon you. There is no dishonor in alerting the world to your pain, especially if you couple that song with action. Sharing is often the key to finding the support you need in tough times. And this card may be a warning that you are playing a victim or martyr and hoping for pity rather than a solution to your problems. This card appearing may also be about someone in your life rather than you. So, this to me, being that it's popped up in the requires more balance section, this tells me that you're going through a lot. And there's a lot of loss, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of, you are dealing with so much that you are getting burnt out. So when I look at loss and I see this card, I feel like it is more akin to loss of energy, loss of space within yourself to grieve your past and to grieve whatever it is you're going through. You haven't given yourself the proper time to deal with everything. You are just kind of like a punching bag at this point. You might not necessarily be complaining about it all, but you also are not speaking about it enough. And so this to me tells me that the vibe I'm getting with everything you're going through is you're worried that if you do speak about what you're going through, you will be painted as playing a victim, or you will be painted as, looking for pity versus you actually just saying, I'm not okay. And that is something that I can also relate to. I have a hard time being like, hey, I'm not okay. And thanks. Thanks for making me feel credible. No, but for real though, because a lot of times when it comes to strong people, and I know that you're a strong person because you wouldn't be here if you weren't. I feel like we kind of find each other, and I can only imagine how difficult it is, especially with it being your first Thanksgiving without her and everything you're going through. And I can feel it in the back of my throat, and my I can just feel it. So, but it's okay to say that you're not okay. And once you come into terms with that, you'll be able to cut away those chains that you have wrapped yourself in, because you've wrapped yourself in those chains to protect yourself. And don't be sorry. Um, and once you can start dealing with that, you'll be able to move forward. And there's no timeline for healing, and there's no better way to heal than to get yourself around people that love and care for you, or to find people that can just simply say, I don't have words to help you through this, but I'm fucking here and I love you, and or I see you. And I don't know if you guys were on good terms or bad terms or how the situation happened. But I know that there's a lot of regret, there's a lot of remorse, there's a lot of, situational guilt that's around it. And just know that whatever happened wasn't your fault. And that there's not anything that I figured, I can tell, that there's not any reason for you to keep blaming yourself or beating yourself up or harping on what happened. Whether it be, there's no reason for the blame game anymore. Whether it be, oh, we weren't talking because of XYZ or because of this, because of that. There's no need to reconcile those details with that grief. It does not have to be exclusive to each other. It can be separate and a completely different beast. And I don't know if anybody has said that to you, but it does not have to be mutually exclusive. And you are completely valid in whatever you are feeling. That anger, that sadness, that anger, that sadness, that rage, that lack of support, you are completely valid in everything that you felt. And there's no reason for you to validate or explain away or anything like that. You did what you had to do. Period. End of. And that you couldn't stop what had happened. So, I'm very sorry for your loss, and I can only imagine how you're feeling, and that's all that matters. So all that other shit, you can just, not saying get over it, not saying let it go, not saying anything other than it does not have to be mutually exclusive. It can be separate, and it's okay. That's all I'll say. Of course. I get it. So there's that card. And if you need a second, we can take a second so you can walk away for a minute, because I know that was deep. And I love you and I'm here. I have no problem sitting and waiting for a minute if you need a second. I'm in no rush. I have no place to be. Okay. I hope that helped a little. Your next one is card 5. How can you let go of fears? You got the Knight of Coins. I'm glad to hear that, because I know I can only imagine. You got the Knight of Coins, which is Zephyros for how can you let go of fears. The god of the west wind. What did I just say? Zephyros was one of the 4 seasonal wind gods, the Anemoi, bringing in the west wind and the first signs of spring. He competed for the love of a young man with Apollo, then ultimately succumbing to jealousy and generating a tragic end to the rivalry. Efficiency, hard work, responsibility, loyalty, small goals, and mundane tasks. This basically, I think, kind of goes right into what we were just talking about. Oh my gosh, that is perfection. Your mom was an air sign. I feel bro, I'm shaking. Hold on. Uh-huh. Literally, that was literally what I was just about to say, Rosie. Like, let her take the wind and like fly it away, and let her just. I'm freaking shaking. Okay. Like, literally, the word forgiveness is in this ear, and the words have peace are in this ear. And her nickname was Storm. Girl, this reading's done. We're done. We know exactly what the message was. No, I'm just kidding. No, but for real, forgiveness and have peace. Walk in the light. And then I see in my head a torch, or like not a torch, girl, a lighthouse. Does she like lighthouses? A lighthouse like that, like naval ships, like nautical, like that's like literally all I can see in my head is the light on top of a lighthouse, and then ships in the sea in the middle of a foggy, stormy night. That makes sense. Oh, I just got goosebumps. Okay. All right. Hopefully that makes sense to you, because as the bringer of the west wind and spring, hard work and diligence to duty comes with the spirit of Zephyros. This everyday duty may manifest in your life as a routine and kind of general hard work you experience in your day-to-day. Even when the winds seem mild and their constant blowing repetitive, over time you will reach your goals. Success can happen in a quiet but equally lovely way. So that literally, forgiveness, have peace, just gentle waters, and just being able to let go of everything, even if you feel like you're drowning. That's what this card is. And oh, did he pass away, or is he still around? But that's amazing. That just gave me like, oh, that's amazing. I'm so sorry. That makes sense then. That makes a lot of sense. So it's almost like, so the lighthouse to me then is her passing the torch to you then and being like, you got this. Let me take your fear. Stand in your power. You got this. Which explains this entire spread then. Okay. So then the next card is how can you open up to others? Card 6, you got the 10 of Wands. And we love a good 10 of Wands, man. Iris.
Mm-hmm.
Goddess and personification of rainbows. I love Iris. She's probably one of my favorite goddesses. Iris was not only the goddess and personification of rainbows, but was also a messenger of the gods. Whenever God had to take a solemn oath, it was her duty to carry water from the river Styx to them. Accomplishment, responsibility, burden, hard work, and completion. So this is telling me that you have been passed the torch of the matriarchy, and you are running things now. And when you step into your power, this says you feel no stranger to responsibility, and with it comes a kinship with the goddess Iris, one of the messengers to the Olympian gods. Iris is a sign there's a rainbow in sight at long last, that you finally made it to where you strived. Even with her many colors shining bright, her tasks as a messenger keep her on her toes, and likewise, you may feel flooded by responsibilities at the moment. Remember that Iris was not the sole messenger, and have a look to see where the workload can be shared. Make sure to enjoy the fruits of your labor and see beauty in the world around you. So, getting through this storm, you are the rainbow. You are taking over. You are stepping into your power. You are stepping into your ability to manifest a beautiful life. You are manifesting all of these things to grow into your most powerful, highest good after all of this. I'm gonna cry. All of this.
I was just saying, you were like, I got my eyes getting red over here. I think we're all gonna cry.
I know. I'm just like, oh my gosh. And like the fact that the rainbow came immediately after the storm.
It's okay.
Like,
it's okay, Rosie, because this is honestly, this 12 card spread was made. Not saying I had it. This was my intention.
Yeah.
But come closer. This was my intention.
Like, this is literally, and this is why I love doing this spread, because like the way I experience spirit is I feel it in a different way. I interpret it a different way. I have the energy. I feel the energy. And for me to have a spread like this and have all of these things that are happening, I'm so like tapped in right now that I can like literally, I don't know if it's her or if it's you or not, but like all I see is just this beautiful woman with long black hair, just, walking in this beautiful sea, just her dress of like moonlight, and she's just walking into this beautiful light of the lighthouse, and she is just kind of like, I don't know, like, how to explain it. I don't want to say she's like parting the seas, but she's just kind of like existing in the seas. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie The Last Unicorn, but there's that scene where all the unicorns are in the sea and they're just kind of like flowing with the waves. So I am seeing her. So, okay, that makes sense. And so like that's literally like what I'm seeing in my head is her just like shifting with the water and just moving into this beautiful like sense of just peace and just wanting that piece for you so that you have like this future. And and I love unicorns too, and it's just really interesting that that's what came to my head. I don't know, I love The Last Unicorn. It's it's just like a campy little cult classic at this point. So with the next card, um yeah, that was how you can open up to others. So basically just letting your light shine and just reaching out and saying, hey, I'm here, I'm not okay, I'm healing, but I'm moving past this grief, and seeing this light and moving into this, like, you know different ascension, essentially, um as you step into that matriarch position. And then the next one is, what are your next steps on your journey? You got the Five of Coins, which is Penia, Penia, the goddess and personification of poverty and need. Need, poverty, insecurity, temporary hardship, and adversity, often an unwelcome presence in life. This suggests a time of loneliness or loss. So this is not a card of permanence, and this soon shall pass. So this is telling me that based on this, you are in this stage right now where you feel you're lost and you feel you are, walking this journey by yourself. And hopefully with this reading, it's helping you open your eyes a little bit and you finding that purpose, because like you said, you're supposed to be opening yourself up. Like, you're supposed to be doing your shaman training, you're supposed to be opening yourself up. But I feel that because of all of this pain and you feeling so lost, you maybe haven't been able to. And hopefully this helps you open that door, because you've just been traveling this journey for so long. um this is reminding you to reach out to those around you, and don't be too proud to accept help. The darkness will pass, but you do not have to pass through it alone. um and then the next card is Poseidon, which is the Tower. What must you do to be fair to yourself and others? He's an Olympian. So this is, hi, Bob. So this is a very important message. Um, the Tower. If you can open it then. But but this is the Tower. Um, and he is the god of the sea. We're back to the sea, we're back to the storm, water, earthquakes, and horses. And he's Olympian, so this is an important message for you. What must you do to be fair to yourself? Sudden upheaval, broken pride, disaster, trauma, chaos. You are the Tower, and you are crumbling your entire foundation. And the reason why I'm saying you are the Tower is because you just got handed this role, this new position of being a matriarch, and you are crumbling your entire foundation, reacclimating to a new role, a new dynamic. You are becoming the crone version of yourself, the maiden, the mother, and the crone. You are becoming the wise woman. You are becoming the elder. You are embodying what it means to be a tower. You are the foundation of your family at this point. And it's such an important step for you to take, especially as a woman stepping into your own, and learning who you are and healing from this pain. And this does not have to be in an ominous prediction. However, as change is a normal part of life, you may need to question long-held beliefs and be as flexible and ever-moving as the ocean, kind of like how your mother is moving with the waves and just enjoying being part of that sustaining life, of that shifting flexibility, of moving that within those waves. You have to learn how to not be so rigid. Take on the strength of Poseidon to make sure you grow from this, becoming stronger, wiser, and more resilient with a new perspective on life. As with the arguments between Poseidon and some of his Olympian siblings, he serves as a warning towards an inevitable argument to come. Try to keep your temper in check at work and with those you love. Open up communication as much as possible and be prepared to take steps to fix things. Strong foundations in your relationship will be key to weathering the storm. So, you taking those steps to learning, what this new role is for you and what this new expectation is for you and what your goals for you and your family is going to be going forward. What traditions are you going to keep? What beliefs are you going to keep? What actions are you going to take? All those types of things. Things like that. So that's why I'm saying you are the tower. It's not necessarily that you have to break through a tower. Because you already broke through a tower. Now you just have to rebuild it in, the way that you want it to be. The next one I have is, how are you releasing your creative self? And you got the Queen of Wands, which we love the Queen of Wands. Psyche, Goddess of Souls. The most popular tale of Psyche came from Roman texts. Although she had a place in Greek mythology, she was once a beautiful mortal. She was eventually transformed after many trials into a goddess and married Eros. Courage, determination, joy, optimism, and charisma. Be brave. Be bold. Be a magical bitch. Like, move forward. Like, cut ties from everything that's been holding you back. Don't be afraid to think outside of the box. Change your mindset. Change you're right. It was. Oh no, Eos was your first card, not Eros. But don't be stuck in your old ways. Just make sure that you shift your perspectives and embrace the magical being that you are. The next one is, what is your heart's desire? And you got Selene, the moon, which I thought was very interesting. And the reason why I think it's interesting is because it came right after the Queen of Wands. And Goddess of the Moon, obviously, it's Selene. And look at how beautiful she is. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of blurry. But basically, sister to the god of the sun Helios and the goddess of the dawn Eos, Selene was the personification of and Titan goddess of the moon. While multiple other goddesses were associated with the moon, Selene was frequently represented. I love you. Represented as being the moon incarnate. Illusions, intuition, complexity, secrets, anxiety. When Selene appears in the sky, she signals that all is not as it seems. So as you're looking into all of this and shifting and changing perspectives and all these things, look at everything that you don't know. There might be things that you don't know the whole story of, that you never learned the whole story of, things like that. When this card appears in your reading, be wary, as you may find out later that you only have half the information needed, and hasty decisions may be your downfall. Listen to your intuition and allow Selene's serenity to lead you to higher levels of understanding. So she may be present in your dreams, communicating with your powerful unconscious mind. In a relationship, things may look happy to the outside world, but Selene's moonlight will highlight the imperfections. This is an opportunity to grow, as Selene herself did. Try to open up to stronger communication and make sure no information has been missed and that nuance and intention are understood. If you're single, be wary of potential deceit or misunderstanding with others or within yourself. So don't gaslight yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't try to trick yourself. Don't, like, the Queen of Wands is all about trusting your intuition. Selene is all about trusting your intuition. So whenever you hear that little voice saying, hey, something's not right here, listen, because something is amiss. Something is not right. You want to know the truth, and that's what your heart's desire is, and that's why she's popping up here. You know, at this point, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happened. The past doesn't matter. You deserve to know the truth. And whatever that looks like, you deserve to know. And you also deserve to tell the truth and not hold on to whatever, lies or secrets or whatever have you've been holding on to. The next one is, how do you confront conflict? And you got the 10 of coins. All right, the 10 of coins. So basically, legacy. So, sorry. It's Taiki. Goddess of fortune, chance, and prosperity. Legacy, culmination, inheritance, roots, foundations, stability. Taiki, the goddess presiding over prosperity, has brought fortune to you in completion of your journey. You may achieve abundance through dedication and hard work, and you will be blessed in turn. There is a sense of commitment that may come from this success and a desire to make sure it brings permanence rather than short-term gains. With this success, you may feel an urge to articulate your experience, being generous with your loved ones, and finding ways to share positive results with them. Within love, this can be reflected in a strong foundation that you may feel within each other. So when it comes to conflict, the reason why this card, hi Tori, welcome. The reason why this card is here is because you're going to take conflict going forward with positive reinforcement, positive criticism, positivity, instead of going round and round and round and getting lost in a never-ending battle, because you have the truth on your side. You have your intuition to back you up. You're a walking tower. You have already traveled the road of loss. You have already been able to build into a beautiful rainbow-ass bitch. You have all of these tools that are at your disposal. So when it comes to conflict, you're unbothered. You are unbothered. And when people bring conflict to you, you can look at them and say, okay, let me tell you about yourself, because you're coming at me sideways out the side of your face, and I need to correct you accordingly because I have nothing to fear. I have the truth on my side. And when you have the truth on your side, you're going to be able to see through the deception. You're going to be able to see through the lies and the manipulation, because you've already leveled up. You've traveled this journey, and you and your healed self, or your approaching healed self, you don't need to be getting an unhealed mess, because people are going to bring conflict to you that have nothing better to do because they're miserable in their own shit, and they want to bring you back down, and you're like, no, I'm not doing it. I've already done it. I'm done with the woe is me. I'm done with the pity party. I'm moving on, and I'm moving up. You can either get on board or get off the ship, because we are going to grow and we're going to ascend. And at this point, we have suffered so much. Why am I going to sit here and let you bring me down into more suffering? And that is the power that you now have. And it's not because you're the matriarch. It's not because of anything other than the fact that you are Rosie, and you are already moving into a place of healing. So now we get into the, how can you let more joy in? So this is where you have to make a choice. So now you can either be the warrior princess, or you can be the magical princess, still warrior-like, but stepping into your magical side versus your warrior side, because you've already fought this battle. There's going to be more battling. It's always going to be more battling. So first, we're going to go over the 9 of Swords first. The 9 of Swords The Knight of Swords is right here. Phobos, god and personification of fear and panic. So anxiety, hopelessness, trauma. So true to his powers of God and panic, of God of fear and panic, Phobos in your reading, you may be feeling the effects of his personality. It may relate to past trauma or something that has appeared for a second time. Sharing these feelings with someone could provide you with an outlet for the pain and release you from carrying it alone. As Phobos is a god of internal pains, it may be a message to you that your feelings are not reflective of what's happening around you, and instead, you are making things out to be worse than what they are by overthinking or obsessing about worst case scenarios. So, like I said, there's nothing wrong necessarily with overanalyzing a situation and focusing on the situation and being prepared for battle. However, sorry. With it being in the part that says, how can we let more joy in? This right here with the swords, this is 2 steps away. Yeah. 3, whatever. Steps away from Queen of Swords energy. Queen of Swords energy is cutting out people that don't serve your highest good anymore, cutting out people that aren't worth your time. So if you maintain this path, you're going to be heading straight for Queen of Swords energy, and you're just going to be eliminating people that just don't need to be in your life anymore. Which is fine. But it's one of those things. Do you want to do that or do you not want to do that? You know, again, nothing wrong with, looking at a situation and taking it in and being like, okay, using your past trauma to analyze the situation and address it accordingly. Don't get lost in that trauma and base every single decision you make on that trauma, but heading towards the Queen of Swords energy is not necessarily a bad idea if you have some shitty people in your life, okay? Now, the Nine of Wands energy, which is Via, goddess of and personification of force, resilience, grit, last stand, persistence, hope. Via, the goddess of force, may come as a sign you are going through opposition and adversity, but you remain standing strong. You are an immovable force, taking the battering, but showing an inner strength and grit that lets you grow every time an obstacle is thrown in your path. Bia is letting you know that you already have everything you need to overcome this difficulty. It could be your inner strength, someone in your life who can help, or something in your possession. Take this as a sign of encouragement and hope that you will overcome this. So, again, same situation, but a little less brutal. You're about 3 steps away from getting right back into this Queen of Wands energy that you were already in over here. Which again, nothing wrong with that. It's basically neither one of these paths is bad, I would say. I think that the swords energy decision should really depend upon whether or not you have shitty people in your life that you should have eliminated from your life a long time ago. Now, before you decide that, let's check out this Wheel of Fortune energy. So based on whatever decision you make, you got Demeter, who is a Olympian. No need to be sorry. Yes. And that's kind of where I was about to go here in a second. So Wheel of Fortune. Important lesson, Demeter. Goddess of agriculture, grain, and the harvest. Change, cycles, inevitability, fate, chance, fortune. Like the seasons of the year, when the Wheel of Fortune card appears, it reminds you that life is always in a constant state of change as the wheel turns. Good luck will return as time passes, and just so the reverse. Your current fortunes could wax or wane as the wheel moves on. As the goddess of the harvest and changing seasons, Demeter is here to remind you it is important to cherish positive moments in your life, as sometimes you cannot stop your days from maturing or the wheel spinning you to new horizons. I have to get offline here. Here in a minute. Trust, though, that balance is a part of this cycle. If you are kind, kindness will find you in turn. This may be a difficult time if you like control and stability, but know that sometimes things will be out of your control and you can do nothing but learn to adapt and accept change. There could be a crucial turning point in your life at the moment. So it's important to let your intuition and Demeter guide you rather than struggling and trying to hold on to the past. This card can be an indicator of destiny and is usually a good omen. That's why I said it doesn't matter which direction you go with this. That's what Spirit wants you to know. That's what your mom wants you to know. It doesn't matter which way you go. You can't go wrong because you're going to be fine. This is a good omen. I like your idea of the balance of both. And this card with the Wheel of Fortune speaks of balance of kindness and stuff. The thing about kindness, people have been saying these days that kindness is a weakness. It is not. Kindness is a strength. Kindness is a weapon that you wield, that you use to your advantage. I don't want to say advantage because kindness doesn't depend upon what you gain from it. Exactly, Rosie. So the energy I'm getting from this is, with this reading as a whole, harnessing who you are as an individual. Exactly. Being kind to be kind is the most important thing here. However, your kindness has limits. Your kindness and forgiveness has limits. Figure out who has met yours and handle it accordingly. I've had to do that a lot recently. There is a lot going on in my life, personally, where I've had to take a step back because I try to be outwardly kind. Because at the end of the day, I want to be the kind of person that can go to bed knowing that I did everything I could to help another person. And if I could help one person, I could die happy. And with that, though, I've had to make sure that I'm very careful about what I allow and learning how to put those boundaries in place as a recovering people pleaser has been very, very difficult. And I'm so glad, Rosie. So I think your course of action is to remember who you are, let go of the past, and step into a brighter future. Because at the end of the day, the only person that you have to reckon with at the end of your life is you. And as long as you can reconcile your choices, then you've done what you can. And the balance between the swords and the wands energy, I think, is a powerful combination. And the fact that you had swords, wands, swords, wands, swords, wands, swords, wands at the end, I think shows you that that's the path that you need to take, because your reading was so balanced. Yeah, you had a couple coins in there, sure. You had a couple, major arcana in there, sure. But at the end, like, really, your reading was very balanced between swords and wands energy. And I think that is important to know. And so I don't know what else I was going to say about that, but I hope that helped. You're welcome, Rosie. Feel free to message me and let me know how your journey is going. My throat is starting to act up. Probably shouldn't have done a long live after just getting over being sick, but meditate on it. Think about all the things that we've talked about. Message me and we can talk about it some more. We can pull cards again later. And we can kind of, go from there. But I think I'm going to log off of here because yeah. Totally fine. Because my throat is like, girl, you went live after just being sick? So I hope that you guys have a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you guys so much. Hopefully I'll be seeing you guys again soon. Like I said, my books should be here on Saturday, and then I can start doing my book boxes again. And then I'll have a list going. They're $25. Like I said, donations are never required, always appreciated. I'm at Books by Jay on every single one of your spending areas. I am gonna head out. Watch TikTok shop. Should be restocked soon. $25 for the book boxes. I love you guys, and I hope that you guys had a great time. And message me, and we'll chat. Love you guys. Bye.